My name is Emily Affolter, and I direct the Ph.D. program here at Prescott in Sustainability Education. I think our program is super unique because we approach everything we do here with a humanizing pedagogy, a pedagogy of deep care that really centers each individual student and dignifies their experience and interest coming in, and it welcomes them to come in and really deepen and refine the work that they're doing and then scale it for a larger audience. For example, one of our students came in who was a leader in sustainable fashion, and shortly within her time in the program was sharing a TED Talk with the world about the connection between fashion and mindfulness. We have been able to see so many students who come in with something they really care about, take time in our courses to more deeply engage with that topic, and then bring it out into the greater world to apply that knowledge. So I'm thinking of so many different projects that have been operationalized in the world. One student was in a class of mine called Culturally Responsive and Sustaining Pedagogy, who created a pedagogical model, which is the core assignment of the course, and was able to use that model to apply to the Yale Environmental Fellowship Program, and was not only admitted as a fellow into the program, but was able to actually use this theoretical model over multiple years, building environmental stewardship program with students across the nation. It's really fun for us to get to see theory and practice because we get to see folks who are in all these different sectors. We have students in medicine, students in the business sector, in the financial sector, in educational leadership, in nonprofit management, in the arts and dance. They come together, and it's sort of this magical cauldron of idea sharing and cross-pollination. And then they start to move beyond sectors and beyond silos in the work that they're doing to increase and expand the impact of what they do. So it's thrilling to see how these ideas start in one lane and then move to many others. And that's what we see as a really transdisciplinary, but also relational community of support. So last month, we took a PhD cohort retreat to Quino Bay, our campus in Mexico. And it was so exciting to feature one of our doctoral scholars' work at the center. She runs a theater in Los Angeles, but it also is a theater that transcends borders. And she was able to receive a Fulbright last year in Colombia to do work in theater and screenwriting around environmental justice issues. So this is an example of us looking at environmental justice through yet another lens. And she did, with the community in Quino Bay, with teenagers, a play for all of us, about 100 plus folks, including PhD, community members, staff of the Quino Bay Center, and more. And they touched on all of these topics of conservation and injustice in the community and homophobia and development and self-efficacy. And it was just this perfect place for us to see the convergence of the students' brilliant work, how that work was so equitably and generously shared in community, and also how that work can be scaled to help make the world a better place. And now that play is going to LA Unified School District, and it's going to be performed to about 3,000 students. So it's so exciting to see not only the theory, this environmental justice working community across borders, but also how is that theory being translated into art? And then how is that art shaping the way in which communities are experiencing themselves in these issues? So what does it mean to be a multi-sector or transdisciplinary program? It's a really exciting idea in action for us because we get to take concepts like culturally responsive pedagogy, and we invite our students to come in from any sector and think about how our teaching and learning and leading, how are they informed by greater systems of oppression? And how might we look really carefully at those systems and critique them so that we can cultivate more equitable landscapes? That landscape could be at the Bank of America where you work. That landscape could be at the community college where you teach. Whatever that landscape is, we have pedagogical practices that are aimed to be very nimble and dexterous so that whatever question you have and whatever expertise you come in with, we help provide a frame for it. And then we honor that so that you can deepen what you're already doing and where you already have impact, and do it through the lens that we all agree is so important, which is that of the honoring of social and environmental justice in any sector. So how do we make change for social and environmental justice wherever we dwell? And maybe you're looking to move into a different sector, and it's also a really great opportunity to do that. I know I've been so lucky. I came in doing curriculum and instruction research, specifically in the equity sector. And I've had so much opportunity to learn in this community that I'm now engaged in research on climate change, research on health inequity, and so much more. And it's just because we get to be in relationship with people that help open our minds to totally new ways of applying these concepts. So I think it would be daunting for most of us to think about doing an online program that might be very long-term, take a lot of time and care without feeling like there's a community-centered element to it. Here in the PhD, even though we are geographically disparate, there is a deep commitment to relationship building and fostering and centering the need for belonging for all of our students. So we have an annual convening on campus in the springtime where we come together for roughly 4 days and share ideas and connect and deepen those relationships. We also have other opportunities such as the Keno Bay Center visit where we can really sort of build in more relationships and connection to our field campuses here at the college, which are wonderful resources. And perhaps even most importantly, we as the faculty really care about the individual student, the relationship, and we recognize that the personal is political. So you matter, your story matters. And in the way that we engage, the way that we advise, the way that we honor each other, all of us, there's an inherent strength in relationships. And so you wouldn't just be coming in as an island and fending for yourself, but we would really aim to connect you into the fabric of this community, which can happen so quickly just because of that shared commitment to social and environmental justice. It's such a natural, seamless connection. And by the ways in which we teach and learn, which are explicitly intended to be humanizing. Hopefully we can continue to grow together. If you're interested, we'd love to hear from you. You can email me at eaffolter@prescott.edu. I would love to set up a time to talk and hear more about you and your scholarship and your dreams. Thank you.